Hi, all young ones. We know you are out there getting ready for Halloween, so your good friend, Officer Paul Tapao, your good friend and mine, is here, and we are going to talk about not only getting ready for Halloween, but in particular, what homeowners and people that actually invite people for Halloween parties and just want to pass out candy, what they can do to be safe.
Yeah, Halloween is a special time for the kids because one, they get to dress up as their favorite characters, wear their costumes. When they, it's a festive time because they're going to be walking around the neighborhoods looking for the best streets. But, you as a homeowner, again, we like to thank the homeowners, the responsible homeowners who take the time to make their home safe. You're going to have a lot of foot traffic coming into your driveway and everything. Please make sure that your driveway is well lit. That way kids don't stumble and fall as they're walking up. They may, the rumor might be that this house has the biggest Kit Kat and Milky Way bars that they're giving out. So
you're giving away Butterfingers, bro.
Kids are going to be flocking there and everything. And, you want to start with the driveway, make sure it's well lit, and make your home inviting. If you have Halloween gadgets and everything that you want to put up to be in the festive mode for Halloween, make sure that kids can see it. Make sure that the wires are not put out so where the people walk over it, they don't trip over it. Take the time to assess your home to make sure that the foot traffic, in a way, it's not going to interfere with what your decorations that you put on, and make it inviting. Really, it is. The more inviting your home is.
Tell me what house is passing out the Kit Kat, 'cause that sounds good. I love Kit Kat.
Oh, that's the best. I always screen my kids' bags every time. I'm chaperoning them. Like the first thing I go
screen,
for.
right?
Yeah.
What happened to all the Kit Kat? Oh, Dad's got it.
Daddy approved. So,
So, Guamanians have gotten rather creative and with safety in mind, Paul, over the years. But sometimes before you would say, like you just advised, they say, light the entire walkway up to the door.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can get expensive, or like it's not always available. Sometimes you got a good street light. So some people actually take all of the candy and they put out like a lawn chair and they meet the kids like over at the sidewalk right underneath the street light.
Yeah, that also is great too, because it keeps the kids from going into your property. It keeps anything from happening with your property.
If you got a dog.
Yeah, if you stay by the gated area, you can actually just hand your candies out there, and it really varies with different homeowners and how they do it. But take the time, if you are inviting people to walk up to your house, make sure that it's well lit and make sure it's free from any obstacles that kids might trip over.
Now, for people that want to play music, that might be a little bit of a distraction. Do you have like any problem with people like putting out like maybe like an iPod, or even for people that still have boom boxes and everything like that, and maybe turning the music a little bit loud?
No, some of the houses, they actually play like scary soundtracks to movies that you're walking and you hear the soundtrack to Friday the 13th or Amityville, and it's like, oh, this is creepy. Yeah, it's like, oh wow, these guys are really in the Halloween spirit. But it really is the creativity of the homeowners and how they approach it, and safety should always be in mind.
All right. Well, I understand a pachinko parlor is this week's crime of the week.
Yeah, this is the rash of pachinko robberies that we've been seeing. So this is your crime of the week.
All right, let's see.
On Thursday, the 25th of August, at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, officers from the 2120 Precinct Command responded to a robbery call at the Game Time game room located at the Airport Plaza in Tumuni. Now, according to the police report, two unknown male individuals wearing green long-sleeve jackets entered the game room, with the individual splitting up, with one suspect entering the cashier's cage and with the other suspect standing outside the cashier's cage acting as a lookout. The suspects then began demanding money as the suspect within the cashier's cage pulled a black handgun from his bag and started pointing the gun at the cashier. Fearful for her safety, the cashier immediately complied with and handed the suspect an unknown amount of U.S. currency. Both suspects were then seen fleeing out the main entrance to the establishment. As a result of this robbery, no one was harmed. The victim only described the suspects to be male locals. Now, the Guam Crime Stoppers and the Guam Police Department need your help in reference to this robbery case. If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. You can also send a text to 486-HELP. That's 486-4357. You can also submit information of a crime through our webpage at guam.crimestoppersweb.com, or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615, 6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
All right, Officer Tapao, final tip for people that will be hosting trick-or-treat events or even full parties. Sometimes adults want to dress up too because they can get the kids really into it, but if adults dress in like a certain like costume, they can scare away like the real little kids. So what would you recommend? Maybe the Iron Man, not necessarily, the Grim Reaper. And
It's pretty much the theme of the house. And if you're escorting young adults or toddlers and everything, and you feel that it's not age appropriate, then you might think twice. But really, for the enjoyment and the excitement, hey, why not? Go for it.
Hey, nothing wrong with My Little Pony.
There's nothing wrong with walking into that house at Barragata Heights that has that haunted house. I mean, we get a kick out of that, even still until my age. I enjoy it. So, by all means, knock yourself out, but be safe about it.
Okay, and there's a lot of neighborhoods just like Barragata Heights, like you talked about last week, Barragata Heights, Hyundai down in Santa Rita and everything. And the community there all gets together and they collectively make sure that everybody that visits there has a really safe time.
Yeah, that's just the hallmark names that everybody says, that everybody wants to visit. So there is that reputation to protect, that, hey, I got to carry this out again this year because kids came to my house because they wanted to see this decoration. And, people put out for this. People go the extra mile, and it's fun. It's enjoyed by both the young and the old.
Okay, Paul, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you a deal. You get all the Kit Kat, I get all the Milky Way.
Absolutely. We'll
All
take
right,
care of that.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
Stay tuned. We're back after this.